Good morning, second graders. It is Wednesday, April 15th. We're halfway done with the month today. Language lesson 147, adverbs and adjectives. What is an adjective? It is a word that describes a noun. What is an adverb? A word that describes a verb. I'm going to read a little story here, adding in some adverbs and adjectives. If you were here today, we would be doing it in class, and you guys would be giving them the adverbs and adjectives to me. So I'm going to read through it and put some in there to make it more exciting, and then we'll go look at your paper. It says, today in school we made 6 kites in art class. We walked quickly to our tables. I chose purple paint and green paper. Jan worked so slowly, but Ben worked faster or quicker. I made I gotta come up with an adjective for a bird. I made a bluebird on my kite. My art teacher said she'd never seen anyone paint as beautifully as I did. We attached 3 tails and tied 4 bows on my kite. Chris tied his bows too tight or too loose, so some of them fell off. I can't wait to fly my beautiful kite as soon as the wind is blowing quickly. Okay? All right. I added some adverbs and adjectives in there. If you guys were here, you would have helped me out with that. So if we look at page 293, it goes over adjective and adverb. An adjective is a word that describes a noun, and it may answer what kind and how many. An adverb is a word that describes a verb. It may tell how the action of the verb is done. Number 1, write an adverb for each verb. So you want to write an adverb for the verb, so a word that describes the verb. 2, it says write an adjective for each noun. Yummy cupcakes. 3, read each word. Write an adjective to describe it if it's a noun, a person, place, or thing. But if it's an action word or a verb, which is a verb, write an adverb to describe it. Read the sentences, underline the verb 2 times, circle the adverbs. Draw a small arrow from each adverb to the verb it describes. On the back it says remember. Verbs that tell us about something that's already happened are called past tense verbs. We make most verbs past tense by adding ed. I walked to school, so yesterday I walked to school. Add ed to the verbs to make them past tense. Then 2, add ed to the words to make them past tense there. Remember to double the final consonant when the vowel is short. 3, add ed to the verbs to make them past tense. Remember to drop the final e before adding ed. Remember, sometimes we change the spelling to make the past tense verb. Today you eat, yesterday you ate. Today the wind blows, yesterday the wind blew. Number 4, read the sentences. Underline the verb 2 times. Each verb is a past tense verb. All right, and that's language 147. All right, for math, we're going to do multiplying by 3 today, so I have some frogs here to help me. I have some logs on the board. This one, the lights kind of shine on. These are not the best logs. Remember, I told you we haven't been to art school. So we're going to work on our 3 multiplication table. That's where counting by 3 helps us. So I have 3 logs. So we want to split our frogs into 3 groups. So if I put a 3 here, okay, we could add 1 plus 1 plus 1 and get 3. Or we could take 3 times 1 in each log. There are 3 frogs, there's 1 in each log. 3 times 1 is 3. Okay, then we could add another 3 times 2. So I have 3 logs, 2 frogs on each log. 3 times 3, or 3 times 2, because there's 3 logs, that's where I get my 3. And there's 2 frogs on each log. 3 times 2 is 6. Okay, we add another one. 3 logs, 3 frogs. 3 times 3 is going to be 9. Okay, then we have 4. We got 3 logs, 4 frogs. So 3 times 4 is going to be 12. So far we went 3, 6, 9, 12. We're counting by 3s. Okay, I got some different frogs I'm going to add in here too. All right, so now we have 5. So 3 times 5 is going to be 15. Add in another one. We got 6. 6 times 3 is going to be 18. Okay, then we'll do this one again. Then 3 times 7 is 21. You say, how do you know? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we have 21 there. All right. So 3 times 7 is 21. We add another one. Now we have 8. Oh, I dropped one. Or one fell. We have 8 in each one. So 3 times 8 is 24. Another one. We have 9. 3 times 9 is 27. Another one. 3 times 10 is 30. Okay, so we have 30 frogs on our logs. Let me see, we go up. Yep, 11 times 3, so now we're going to have 11 on each one. They're all over these logs. 11 times 3 is 33. And then we put one more is 12. 12 times 3 is 36. Okay, that is our 3 multiplication. Let's see if it's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. So 12 times 3 is 36. So let's look at your math on page 293. I'll read the front and then we'll go on to the back. Number 1 says mark the circle under the correct mixed number. So see how many complete circles you have there. We have 1, 2, 3. And then your other circle is split into 4 parts. And 1 part is colored. So we have 3 and 1/4. Try the next one. Number 1, write the numbers for the Roman numerals. 3, Marco's family hiked a short distance on the Bright Angel Trail. Set the clocks and write the times for the family hike. Let me get the clock real quick and let's do this one together. All right. So the first clock looks like this. 9:25. Okay, so you'll write 9:25, that's when they begin. So an hour later, we're just going a whole hour later. So it's going to be 10:25. Okay, so that's your second clock. Then they turned around. So 1.5 hours later, they finished. Okay, so 1 hour later, we'd move it around, it would be 11:25. So that's 60 minutes. Now we need to go 30 more minutes. Okay, so it's 11:25, and then we go 30 more minutes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's now, it hasn't passed the 12. Okay, so it is 11:55. So that would be your finish time. Okay, people may take a burro ride to the bottom of the Grand Canyon, color 1/4 of the burros brown. So first of all, if you need to take your pencil and you cut them in half, and then cut your half in half. So you'll have 4 equal groups and you're going to color one of those groups. Number 1 says a walking stick is helpful when hiking steep trails. Write that product using the groups of walking sticks to help you. Okay, all right. We have our multiplying by 3. So let's go through these. So I'm going to go across because they're not in order. I'm going to go ahead and go across, and then we'll just give the answers together. So 0 times 3 is 0. Across, 5 times 3. If you get lost, count by 3s or you know your 5s. Be 15. 10 times 3 is 30. We've already done 5s and 10s. So second row. 4 times 3, if you have to go 3, 6, 9, 12, it would be 12. 9 times 3, if you have to, you can count to by 3s 9 times. But our answer here is 27. 3 times 3, 3, 6, 9. 8 times 3 is 24. 2 times 3, 3, 6. 7 times 3 is 21. 12 times 3, that's our big one, is 36. That's usually why, or that's why we always stopped at 36, because I knew when we do our multiplication, 12 times 3 is 36. 6 times 3 is 18. 11 times 3 is 33. And you should know 1 times 3 is 3. Number 2, 1 yard is a group of 3 feet. Write the number of feet by multiplying by 3. So you're going to multiply 1 times 3, 3 times 3, 9 times 3. Second row, 6 times 3, 10 times 3, and 0 times 3. The answers, we just did those. And number 3, you're going to read your story problem and then do your work. Move your answer over from your workspace and make sure that you label it. All right, that is math for lesson 147. Science is on to chapter 6. It is pages 115 to 119. Enjoy how things work. Decently in universe, everything in place that God made. The Bible says, let all things be done decently in order. 1 Corinthians 14:40. God created order. Everything that God made was designed to work in a special way. Every time we learn more about his design for the things he made, we see this. God gave us our minds and abilities. Doing things with order helps us use our minds and abilities well. On page 116, you're going to talk about energy, and on 117, and then to 118, and then 119, you got a couple questions there. See if you can answer them, and then this is something you can try if you have a pinwheel at home. You can try this at home. I don't know if you may be able to get them at the store now because it's springtime, but I know if it's just for a pinwheel, it's not safe to go out just for a pinwheel. If mom and dad have to pick up something at Walmart, they're already there. I can understand that, but they don't need to go out of their way to do this. If you don't get to do it, it is a-okay. No sweat. We need to stay home and stay safe. All right, I hope you have an awesome Wednesday. We'll see you on Thursday.